Chaim. Good afternoon in Boston. Figured after a busy day traveling, get to say and share a little Dvar Torah. 20th of Av, which is the Yartzeit of the Rebbe's father, Levik. The Rebbe's father was born in 1888 near Gomel, and in the early 1900s he became the rabbi of Yekaterinoslav, which later and today became known as the Dnieper-Petrovsk. And he became the chief rabbi of the Dnieper-Petrovsk, which he served until 1939. It was on the 9th of Nisan at 3 a.m. the Nkvd came barging into his house, and they confiscated all his manuscripts and his writings, and in fact his semicha ordination to be a rabbi. And they confiscated his request from the community of Jaffa in Israel to become their rabbi with visas for his entire family. Throughout his years in Yekaterinoslav and Dnieper-Petrovsk, the Rebbe's father was tremendously dedicated to the Jewish community and unbending in his commitment to Judaism and bringing them Jewish values and building a mikvah and making sure they had matzah, etc., etc. But once the Nkvd finished interrogating him overnight, they arrested him and sent him to exile for 5 years in Almaty, Kazakhstan, where he died. He never merited to be at the Rebbe's wedding, suffered tremendously all for Judaism and his yearning to be a committed Jew, and of course his opportunity to come to the Holy Land. I was thinking about this a lot the last few days as we've been traversing the land. We haven't gotten so much yet, but we moved around. I thought about this week's Torah portion where God says in the beginning verse, "V'hoya eikev tishmun," and it will be, if you will listen, you will hearken to my laws. And I, God, will keep with you my covenant and my kindness. And the question is, why does God say my covenant and my kindness? Isn't covenant enough, or what does kindness mean? So first of all, you have to understand that chesed doesn't just mean kindness. Chesed means loving kindness. What's the difference between a covenant and kindness? A covenant is I make a deal with you, a peace treaty. I'll do this, you'll do this. You keep this, I keep this. I keep this, you keep that. We have a deal. Loving kindness, chesed, is when I say, it's not about what you give me. I will be there for you because I care for you, because I love you. It doesn't make a difference what I do and what I don't. Says the Torah, and when a Jew keeps Torah, God doesn't just do what he does for us because of the covenant, because of the promise that he made, because we're keeping the Torah. God keeps with you not just the covenant, but the loving kindness. Like a parent, it's not a business deal. A business deal, you finish the business deal, you're gone. But a parent is in love with his child, and therefore, no matter what, the parent's going to give, and going to give more because the parent loves the child. And when you traverse this land, from the north to the south, from the east to the west, and you see the gifts, the blessings that God has given this land, you see the love that people have for the Holy Land. You see the people that come to the Kotel every morning. You see the people that walk in the streets of Shuk Machane Yehuda, of Ben Yehuda, or if it might be in Gedi. You see the people up in Tel Aviv. You see the Jews and their love for the land. And you remind yourself that God promises us, not only will I keep the covenant with you, but I will keep my love, my constant love for the Jewish people. I will treat you like you treat a child, not just like you treat a business deal. My friends, the view you see behind me is the blessing, is what we live for. We forget God's covenant with us. If we forget Jerusalem, the love of a Jewish heart, we forget God's right hand. God gave us a gift. He gave us Jerusalem. He gave us a united Jerusalem all in one. It's our job And when God says, that God keeps the covenant and He keeps His loving kindness, that we reciprocate the loving kindness for God, for the holy land of Israel, and the gifts He has given us. Yerushalayim Shel Zahav, a city that is golden, a city that is the apple, the pupil of God's eye, the centerpiece of God's world. God bless you. Have a good day, and see you tomorrow.